The old economy that once sustained this region is either dead or simply gone. But chasing after the economic engines of other regions to revive our own may not be the answer.
Instead of spending as much time focused on bringing in an Amazon or an Apple, we need to look to our local entrepreneurs and ask them, what can we do to help you grow?
Water the seeds of 1,000 entrepreneurs already planted here, and you're likely to get several that grow to be billion-dollar companies like Market America, the one they're honoring on this night.
Take a business that started here in a garage, and now it's grown all the way across the world. And that's unbelievably significant.
And who knows how many more could spawn from not just the bright minds like these at this entrepreneurship symposium put on by UNCG's Bryant School of Business, but also from the research done at all of the Triad's universities.
And part of that is connecting the research and the researcher to someone that wants to build a business. Because I was in academia for 6 years, and the researchers, they like research.
A second part of the equation is supporting those entrepreneurs who are willing to do the hard work of starting a business. And compared to just 10 years ago,
there's an infrastructure here now that there wasn't before.
There are about 15, 20 organizations in Greensboro alone, and over 50 to 60 in the Triad that work together to help entrepreneurs start, build, and grow their business.
Groups like HQ Greensboro, The Forge, the Nussbaum Center, CoLab, SCORE, and the Elon Law School. Together, they can assist a startup in every aspect and step of its journey. But there's one more crucial part of this equation.
First, we try and create an environment where they want to live here. When you drive through the city, it feels like a small town because you don't see these 5 to 10-story buildings. I'd like to see higher density development, walkable communities.
Marty Kotis is trying to do that in the part of Greensboro he's helped brand as Midtown. But Greensboro still has work to do on this idea.
I think Greensboro's brand is that it's a great place to live and it's easy to commute. And I think that's not enough.
We need to do more with social media. We need to do more that gets national attention about Greensboro.
That may come as the economic seeds that were planted recently begin to blossom.
I believe that we're headed toward a boom in growth of entrepreneurs that started their businesses in the last 2, 3, and 4 years.
Because those companies are part of a new era.
It's not just talk. There's a lot of effort to support those companies.
Which means there is opportunity like never before.
We all can be entrepreneurs, but you got to show up.
Bob Buckley.
You got to take advantage of this.
Fox 8 News.